Yeah, Pastor called my bluff. Well, last week I made a statement about a sermon that I was working on. I said I was working on it. Pastor called me Monday. He said, "Hey, Mike, I need you to preach something. You don't get that message, man." So I tell you, you'll get part one today, amen. Amen. So we'll get part one today. Just as my dear said, pray for our pastor. Let's just make that a normal occurrence. We pray, amen. We're praying, just pray for the pastor. It's not easy to pastor us. Just tell you like the TIE is, it's not easy to pastor us. But what you have to understand, the pastor takes on all of our burdens. That's what he does on a daily basis. That's his job. Amen. So he has to be built up for that. He needs us on a constant basis, pouring into him, so he can hold us up. Amen. So we don't say that as a cliche. But pray for the pastor, pray for the leadership here at this church, because it's our job as the leadership to hold his hand. We stand there holding his hand. When he gets tired, we're holding his hand so he can do what he needs to do. Amen. So do that. And like I said, it's just good to be here. Let's go to Hebrews, the 4th chapter. Hebrews, the 4th chapter, verses 1, 2, and 3. Let's say amen. If you're not, say hold up. Let's say hold up. Hebrews, the 4th chapter. Hebrews means one from the other side. One from the other side. Hebrews, we don't know who the author is. Some theologians say that it was Apollos, but we don't know who the writer is. But this Hebrews was written for the Jews because they were so stuck in Judaism. You know, they was trying to feel this Jesus. I got the 10 Commandments, I got all that old stuff, but you talking about Jesus. So like you say, it was a new day, so they had to be trained. So that's why you'll see why this author is talking to them in the manner that he's talking to them. He said, in verse 1, he says, "Let us therefore fear." So what he's telling them, he said, you need to be concerned, or you need to have anxiety, you need to, it's a terror if you miss this. If you miss this rest. Now this is in the New Testament. He said, this is the author saying, hey, let us, because we don't supposed to have the spirit of fear, right? God didn't give us that, right? We don't have that. But the author said, let us therefore fear, lest a promise being left to us. So it was a promise. And it was hard for these Jews to understand that. He said, lest a promise being left to us of entering into rest. Entering into rest. Any of you should seem to come short of it. So he said, be worried, be scared, have terror in your heart if you miss the rest of God. Then it says, for unto us was the gospel preached. Unto us was the gospel preached, as well as unto them. But the word preached did not what? Profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard. For we which have believed do enter into rest, as he said, as I have sworn in my wrath. This is from this piece, it comes from the Old Testament. Psalms 95th, I think, verse 11 and 12, but it's in there, believe. As I have sworn in my wrath, if they shall enter into my rest, although the works were finished from the foundation of the world. Amen? Amen. So give 3 people a high five and say it's all about him. So what we're talking about is us of them. And what I really want you to do today as I talk, I promise you I won't be long. I know people always say that. We do. Most of the time we tell I'm for real this time, but the Holy Spirit is in control. So that's, my plan is 30 minutes. All right? I got my timer up there. That's my phone. I'm at 6 minutes. I ain't even started yet. I'm at 6 minutes. So, but I promise you, I won't be long. And if I do, blame it on the Holy Spirit. But we're talking about us of them, and what I really, like I said, what I want you to do is take a look at yourself and determine whether you are us, the people that believe the word, because the word of God is true, people.
Yes, it is.
And what our problem is we'll read the word, the pastor will preach the word, and then we'll go home and we don't believe the word. We don't believe what God said. And so it puts us in that category, us of them. And you know the word. You got people that's got doctors in philosophy and ministry and all this type of stuff. Well, guess what? They know the word. They can speak it. They can, tell you every verse. I had some soldiers, man, he was walking with the Bible in his pocket, he was shaking. I always have, but they don't believe it. They just, I know what scripture that is. But they don't believe the word. They don't believe. And we'll talk about unbelieving believers. That's what they are. Unbelieving believers. You believe that Jesus died and he rose. Okay, you saved. But you miss so much.
That's right.
You miss so much when you don't trust God's word.
That's right.
You sit up under the preaching every day, every Sunday, you hear the word of God, and then you don't believe it. You don't believe what he said. And I tell you, God hates the fact that when we don't, it says impossible to please God without faith. Because what happens, this third verse says, in the last stanza, it said, and he slipped this in. He said, although the works were finished from the foundation of the world. The works. See, God finished everything. And then he did what? He rests on the 7th day. And that's the rest he's talking about. He wants us to enter into the same rest that he had. They say on the 7th day, he rests. And God wants us to enter into that same rest. Because everything is already done. Amen. It's nothing new under the sun. Everything is already done. God's work is finished. And Jesus finished it on the cross.
Okay.
So it's done. Whatever he has for you is for you. And guess what? It's waiting for you.
All right.
It's waiting for you. So what I want to talk about now is the rest. What is this? What is this rest that the writer is talking about here in verse 1? This rest he's talking about is a total dependence on Jesus Christ.
Amen.
It's a total dependence, meaning you're in a place of rest where it's a sin to worry.
Yes.
If you worried about what's going to happen tomorrow, you're wrong. So what I say, today is the day. Yesterday is thrown into the sea of forgetfulness. You can't do nothing about yesterday. There's nothing you can do about what happened yesterday. So you got to get it done today. Do it today. So this, in a place of total dependence on him. This rest is also a freedom to worship him in spirit and in truth. It's a place where you can enter in and you can come in here and you can worship God, even though you got something going on. Even though your rent might not be paid. Even though your job, you just lost your job. But you can come in here and you can worship God in spirit and in truth. Because you're in a place of rest. I believe God. He said, I've never seen the righteous forsaken, nor his what? His seed begging for bread. He said that, people. Do you believe it? He said many are the afflictions of the righteous. And then he said something else. But I delivered them not from some. He said, I delivered them from them all. But we got to believe his word. That's how we get into his rest. We got to believe what God says. We fall in this category of us or them. So who are you? Us or them? We got to believe what God says. It's a place of peace. His rest is a place of peace. And he says it's the peace that surpasses all understanding. That's key. Because you're going through something. You just lost your job. And someone, wait, man, you look like you all right. Yeah, I got fired yesterday, but hey, it's all good. It's all good. But why you all right? Hey, because I trust God. So I'm in a place of rest. We got to get there, people. We got to get to where when things go on, we don't go fast. Oh, what I'm going to do? That know in our place. We get there. But we got to pull ourselves back. We got to. It's natural. The flesh, you're going to, but you got to, hold up. God. I'm in this rest. And I believe God. I trust God. I want to do what God told me to do. I got to get into the rest.
Thank you, Lord.
And then it's a place of joy. I like talking about joy because, you got people that's happy. See, the happy people are the them people. That's the them people. Because what? Happy is situation. So, whatever the situation, I'm happy, I got this. And then tomorrow, oh man, what's happening yesterday? Well, today, my light got cut off. Yesterday, so you're only happy based on situation. It's called happenstance. Based on a situation. But joy is based on a position. It's the position that you are with Jesus Christ. Amen. So as your position is right with Jesus, your joy say, weeping may endure for a night. So I don't know where some of y'all in the night right now. Some of y'all at 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, but just know, joy comes in the morning. So I don't know where you are in your life, what's going on with you. It's dark, you can't see, you got flashlights, and all this other stuff. But I tell you, joy comes in the morning. And the darkest time of the night, the darkest time of the night is that third watch. Is it third or fourth? 3 a.m. 3 a.m. It's the last watch. It's the last watch. But that's when it's dark. That's when it's dark. That's when it seems rough. So I tell you right now, hold up. Hold up. You got to know, when you're going through stuff, you got to think to yourself. See, it's a mind game. It really is. If you can control your mind, you're telling yourself, hey, it's going to be all right. God has me. But you got to match that stuff with the Word of God. You got to match it with whatever is going on. Shoot the scripture at. I'm the head and not the tail. I'm more than a whatever it is. You match it up with the scripture and hey, I'm good. You got to speak it and believe. All right? And the final resting place is where Jesus said that those that are in my hands, my rest, the devil in hell can't pluck them out. I mean, that's a place. That's a wonderful place to be, because once you confess Jesus, the devil, he can't get you. He can't take you. But you got to believe that. I tell people all the time, you can't blame everything on the devil. Somebody's your fault. It's your fault. You go, the devil. No. You did that. You made that decision. We blame a lot of stuff on the devil. My car broke. No, the devil run my car. No, the devil don't care about your car. He care about your soul. He's trying to change the way you feel. Oh, the devil did my stereo or my refrigerator. Oh, the devil. No. The devil. we just need to get a new refrigerator and trust God. That's all it's serious. That's all it is. Get you a new refrigerator. Trust God to get you a refrigerator. Never didn't break your refrigerator. Oh, yeah. He had nothing to do with it. Nothing. We get a devil too much credit. Too much credit. So, the unbelievers, right? The unbelieving believer, the definition of that is someone that believes that Jesus died and rose again, but they don't believe what he can do in their lives because he rose. You know, we believe, I believe Jesus died. Yeah, you saved. Okay. But God's got so much stuff for you. But you got so much fear and doubt. You know, I always say this: the richest place in the world is the cemetery, because so many people were scared to get there because of fear, false evidence appearing real. We gotta trust God. You know, God has put entrepreneurs. You know, people can be engineers, design things, but they talk to themselves and say, "I can't do it. I don't know how to do that," or whatever it is. It's fear. It's fear. And I say the unbelievers, the unbelieving believers, it's like, you come here on Sunday, it's like going to school. Where the preacher, he's just lecturing today. I'm just going to, he giving us some notes, and you take notes and go home and don't ever use it. You know how when we was in school, I know when I was in college, man, it was called brain dump. I go in, I get what I needed to know. When I take the test, guess what? I forgot it. I don't care what it didn't apply to me anymore. And Christians are the same way. They come in here, they hear the word over and over, because we all preaching the same thing, Jesus. That's what we preach, pastor preach. I'm not here in substitution of the pastor. I came here to represent the pastor. All right? So we all doing the same thing. We're preaching the same thing, the same word, the same, Jesus. We preaching Jesus, and you hear it day in and day out about faith and about this and about that, and then you brain dump. Bloop, I forgot. So we got to take the word and apply the word. Unbelieving believers. Unbelieving believers. Which one are you? Which one? It's so funny that people will listen to what they say instead of what God says. I hate to hear people always talking about what they say. I'm not good with what they say. They say this and they say that, but what does God say? That's where we need to be. We need to be talking about what does God say. Your friend's trying to counsel you about marriage or whatever it is, and they talking about what they say. What they say. No, tell me what the word says. So you got somebody trying to counsel you on something, on anything. If they ain't saying nothing about what God says, you need to be like, nah, thanks, but no thanks. They say this. They say, the old thing when they say your hand itch. They say your hand itch. Hey, we're going to fit get some money. No. The Bible say, bring all your tithes into the storehouse that they may be needed in my house. Then he said he will open the windows of heaven and pour blessings out. They say, rob Peter to pay Paul. Rob Peter to pay Paul. The Bible says, I will rebuke the devourer for your sakes, and he shall not destroy the fruits of your ground, neither shall your vine cast her fruit before the time in the field, said the Lord of hosts. That's what the Lord said. We got to get, what does the Lord say about that situation? Whatever situation you're in, it's nothing new under the sun. If you read the Bible, it is a reality show. Yes. Seriously, pretty much anything you can think about is in there. They ain't doing nothing new. It's nothing new. So it's something, whatever you're going through, if you go to the Bible, go search it. Guess what? It's so easy now to search the Bible, because all you got to do is what? You go Google it. So any situation you want to know about, I'm serious, you can Google it. Anything you having problems with. Oh man, my Maybe you Google it. It'll pop right up on your phone. That's the good thing about a cell phone. About because you can use it to build you up. Anything that you're going through. You know, what does God say? Not what your friends say, not what you say. You know, we got to know what God says. And that's always the problem. Oh, what are we going to do this? No, man, what does that have to do with God? How does, whatever you doing, if God can't get the glory from it,
come on now.
That ain't what you're supposed to be doing. So, and it's easy. It's an easy test. You think about it. I'm doing, God, he be pleased with this?
All right.
That's in everything that we do, our life. Anything, if you want to figure out if it's right or wrong, what would Jesus do? That's pretty much it. They're down simple. What would Jesus do? You know, us or them? You know, them would say, oh, he ain't gonna know. that's a them. So God's word, it is a word for everything that they say. Faith. Let's talk about faith. The fact that we need to, we just need to believe God. You know, He has something for us. God just doesn't do anything. It's a song that says, nothing just happens.
All right.
Nothing just happens. Meaning everything that goes on in your life, when you get stopped at a red light, you wanted to go through that red light, but you stopped. Nothing just happens. If you would have ran a red light, you probably would have had an accident down the road. Nothing just happens. Nothing. God doesn't make any mistakes. He don't make mistakes. You know, and I can tell you the short story. Hezekiah, you know, everybody preach about Hezekiah, he went, he turned to the wall. God, the prophet told him he was going to die. Hezekiah went to start praying. God heard his prayer. But see, God had made a decision, and he made a decision for a reason. He did. So if you go back and read the history, Hezekiah got 17 more years. But when he got 17 more years, he had a son named Manasseh. Worse than Hitler. Worse than Hitler. He killed more people. You see what I'm saying? You see the big picture. God don't make mistakes. Now, this is one time that God, he changed his mind. You know, he gave Hezekiah what he wanted. So we got to watch out when we try to change God. If God had told you something, you know, do what he told you to do. I mean, it might be hard, but it's when God tell us to do something. I'm telling you, he don't make no mistakes. If he told you to do something, do it. Now you go back and pray, he allow you to do something the opposite of that. You know, you almost, you're outside of the will of God. You're outside, so when you're outside of the will of God, he can't help you. You know, because that's not his will for you. So when you get out here, you know, you don't have any protection. There's no protection outside of the will of God. So whatever you're trying to do, you need to check yourself and say, is this in the will of God? Is this what? Because you know. Because you'll feel it. You have this feeling, you know, I'm doing the right thing. You know, I've been teaching for 17 years, and so many times I wanted to do something else. I really did, because I was looking at the dollar sign. But God has sustained me. Sustained me. You know, I in the military, I make more in the military in 2 days than I make in teaching school for the whole month. It is what it is. But guess what? You know, I'm not going to stop teaching. You know, sometimes, I can go do this. I mean, jobs, $200,000, $300,000. Like, you come do this, we want you to come to this, that. I got to go to the classroom. I'm going to go to the class, because I know that's what God wants me. You know, that's where I feel comfortable. That's where, you know, we had a guy at our teacher in service last week. You know, he was talking about on our worst days, those kids still need us. They need us. They need somebody pouring into them. They need somebody to tell them, you know, that you are somebody, that, you know, you can do whatever you want to do if you put your mind to it. They need somebody to speak positive in them, because when they left home, their mama told them, get your blankety blank out of here. You know, you will never be blankety blank. And so that's why I do what I do, because I'm actually scared to go do something that's not. I don't want to be. I don't want to be outside of His will. We don't want to be outside of His will. But it's impossible to please God without faith. Faith is the foundation of our Christian walk. The foundation, because if you don't believe that Jesus died and rose again, then you're not saved. You're not saved. So that's the first thing we got to do. That's why faith is so important. We got to believe. And I can hear the unbelievers saying, so Mike, I've been waiting on the Lord. So when is He gonna do what He's supposed to do? I've been waiting and I've been waiting. So when is He going? When is better going to happen? Better is a process. It's a process. And the fact is, you have to be prepared for better. You have to be prepared. Some of us going through some stuff because we just hadn't did what God has told us to do. He's told us to do some stuff, and we hadn't done it. So guess what? Better is not coming until you do what He tells you to do. Because better is already prepared for you. Better is already prepared for you. God is just waiting on you to get prepared for what He has for you. See, it's already ready. Better is already ready for you. A new life. What you've been at, it's already prepared. From the foundation, it's already done. It's already done. It's prepared for you. But you got to get where you're supposed to be.
That's right.
You got to do what you're supposed to do. So we go around the mountain one time. Do the same thing. We're going to send you around that same mountain again. So how many times you going to go around the mountain? It's a decision that you have to make. We know what we need to do. Most of us do. We got some stuff that we're doing, some stuff that we're hanging on to. And God is saying, hey, dude, I'm watching you. I got something for you. I got something for you, but until you drop that, you're going to keep going around that mountain. And it's so frustrating, to keep going around the same mountain. You're like, Lord, I got it. All right, I got it. And then you come up, boom, send you over. All right, take another lap. I remember football play. Take another lap. Yeah, take, another lap. And you got to tell yourself, this is personal. This is an inventory of yourself. What are you going to do? Are you going to trust God? Because whatever it is, he can help you. He can get you through, but we got to really trust Him. You can't do it by yourself. Amen. Whatever you're trying to do, you can't do it by yourself. And then we have the Abraham tendency. We try to help God. We got some Ishmaels out there. Right? We got some Ishmaels out there. You trying to help God. I'm going to get my own thing. Yeah, let me do this, that, the other. Because God taking too long. You see what I'm saying? I call them Ishmaels. How many Ishmaels do you have? When you trying to do what God and I already told you He going to do. So we got to understand, God's timing is not our time.
That's right.
It's not. God's timing is not our time. We do stuff. I heard a picture this morning talking about Joseph. Joseph was God's chosen. He was the chosen one, as you can say. But Joseph had a big mouth. He did. That's why he got put in the pit. That wasn't God's plan wasn't for him to get put in the pit. I bet you that wasn't in the plan, but because he ran his mouth, so he some stuff had to be worked out of Joseph because he was bragging. That's what he was. Hey, they gonna make me, I got a code, and they say I'm gonna be this. You telling your brothers this now. They the older brothers. You coming up, talking about what all you gonna do. I'm gonna do this. So what? Tell me, put yourself in the big brother's shoes. Man, we gonna talk too much. We gotta get rid of him. Because he was so, God put him through some stuff to get that out of him. That's how he was able to be a leader, a great leader. But he could have been a great leader earlier. It was a long time between the pit and the palace. So how long is it going to take you to go from the pit to the palace? We don't have to go to the pit. You don't have to go to the pit. If you get it, if you get it, you don't have to go to the pit. Amen? Amen. let's go to James 1. I'd have made a lie out of me. I don't like it. Let's go to James chapter 1. Don't get out of here. But and we say that we're in different positions for a reason. And that reason is James chapter 1. James 1, verse 1, 2, and 3. It says, "My brother, count it all joy when you fall into divers temptations." Some versions say trials. It say, "Knowing this, that the trying or the testing of your faith worketh patience." And that's what's going on, people. The trying of your faith worketh patience. We gotta be patient. And that's how we come into the Ishmael complex, because we want to get ahead of God. But he is trying, he said, knowing that the trying of your faith worketh patience. But let patience have her. It's a patience, it's feminine. It said, let patience, and I tell you what, let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. I mean, that's a place to be when you have patience and you're waiting on God, and you're in a place where you don't want anything. You know, you don't want anything. You got everything you need, and then some of what you want. So he says you don't want anything. But patience and faith go together. Patience is feminine, faith is masculine. They go together like a husband and a wife, like a hand and a glove. Patience worketh. Let patience have her perfect work. They go together. Patience, the Greek word for patience is hupomene. It means steadfastness, endurance, and it's always the same. Meaning it's, you know, when you have patience, you just chuckle up through whatever it is, you know, however long, you just, you know, you steadfast, you unmovable. It doesn't mean you stop, you sit down, wait, but you keep moving, doing what you need to do. But I'm still waiting on God to do what he wants me to do. So it doesn't mean you stop, or I'm going to wait. No, he wants you to just continue to be steadfast, continue to be unmovable, waiting on what he's got for you. And the patience helps our faith. Psalms 37, verse 7 through 9 says, "Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospers in his way." And that's what, you know, some of us do. We look around and see what everybody else do. But they prosper, they got this, they got that. By us can't have it. You're worried about what they doing. You know, and we, you know, looking around and trying to see what everybody's got. Because of the man who bringeth wicked device to pass. Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil, for evildoers shall be cut off. But those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. Amen. Amen. And don't be like don't be like them. The people of Egypt. The people of Egypt that, you know, God did so much for them. You know, and that's what we was talking about in Hebrew. That's who the us and the them. He was talking about the people of Israel, and you know, the people of Israel that walked through the desert for 40 years and their shoes didn't wear out. You know, they walked through the desert and their shoes didn't wear out. They walked under a cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. So they had the first central heating and that. Seriously, I'm telling you, the first central heating, because they walked under a cloud. What's under the cloud? Shade, breeze. And then at night they walked under a pillar of fire by night. I'm saying, just think about it. In the day they walk, I've been to the desert a couple times. I know about the desert. I know the desert. It's what do you say, Sean? We know about the desert, and I wish I had a cloud, a cloud in the desert, because you don't have no clouds in the desert. So you have to be there to know. So you got a cloud as you walking around. This cloud, air conditioning, AC, central heating, and they didn't appreciate it. They didn't. And then not only did they have the first AC, central AC and air, and heat. But you think Amazon, they had the first, they got food delivered to them.
All right.
Think about it, they got food delivered to them. Quail from the air, bread from heaven. It was delivered to them. And I'm telling you, it's nothing new under the sun. They got enough food. So Amazon ain't got nothing, they was every day, they got food delivered to them. And guess what? It was enough for their whole family. Their whole family. It's nothing new under the sun. God delivered food. They got water out of a rock, the first water fountain. Water out of a rock. Can you imagine the water coming out the rock? And then guess what? They still didn't believe. That's why he was so. I'm trying to make this plain. That you walking around, they walking in the desert, water coming out of the rock. Come on, man. You can't believe. They bring you out of Egypt and you walk across the Red Sea on dry land. He could have left it muddy. I opened it up for you, but no, he went extra. How to get dry? And you can't believe. You can't believe. And then you say, you brought us into this desert to die. Come on, man. You can't believe in this God. Put yourself out there. You see, my eyes get all up. Can you? Just imagine the Red Sea just opening up, and you walk through in the land dry. Just think about it. Make it plain. And then when the Pharaoh comes, he closes it back on top of it. You sitting there, you watching all this. Believe, people. Can we believe? When we get to the promised land and he sends fires out at the promised land, and land of milk and honey, they got grapes and pomegranates and whatever it is, all they see is giants.
All right.
So they come back with this negative report. Oh, it's giants all. Man, he already told you. His word said, I already gave you the land. I just want you to go look at it. But we came and we can't do this. So when you find yourself murmuring and all this stuff, think back about what God has already done. Think back what he did for you yesterday. Can you just think, I can think back where I, adopted when I was 3 days old. I got, I stayed in 5 houses on one street. Mama died, daddy died, sister died, brother died. All this stuff. And I was like, he brought me through all of that. All of that. And so I can say, I can talk to people, I can talk to kids. It ain't nothing that I can't talk to a kid about. Because as I always say, everything that we go through is not for me. It's for somebody else. So they walked in the desert for 40 years because they didn't believe. And as I close, for real, 40 minutes. As I close, I just want you to just believe God. It's simple, and it's not easy sometimes. When we get in our flesh, we gotta trust God. We gotta trust God. We gotta have total trust. You can't, he don't want us to be swaying here and swaying there. He wants us to believe. From the foundation of the earth, he put Adam and Eve here to commune with him, to talk to him. He wanted somebody to have a relationship with. He wanted somebody to believe in him. That was the biggest thing. He just wanted to talk to him. And they went and did the opposite. So if we Abraham was counted righteous, even though he did all that other stuff, he was counted righteous. God looked over his sin. He looked over everything because he believed. It's like extra credit. You got, you done did some stuff, but God will claim you righteous if you just believe him. That's all he wants you to do. That's all he wants us to do, is to believe and trust his word. Amen? Amen. 40 minutes. So as I end here, the Bible says, "For God so loved the world that He gave His only Son, that whoever believes in Him should not perish but have everlasting life." And then Romans says that if thou confess with thy mouth the Lord Jesus and shalt believe in thy heart that God hath raised Him from the dead, thou shalt be saved. So is there anyone here today that just want to express that they believe God? That if you, while the blood is running warm in your veins,